What's going on, y'all? Are you struggling to lose that belly fat? Want to know the best exercise that you can do at the gym to torch that fat? Watch the rest of this video. I'm going to give you my top five exercises that you can do to lose that fat. Let's get it. Y'all, so this is your first time on my channel. I post a lot of videos all related to fitness and health. Anything you want to know about losing fat, building muscle, all that stuff. So make sure you go and check those other videos out and hit that subscribe button. But in this video, we're going to talk about belly fat. So probably about a year ago, I did a video about the top 3 gym exercises you can do to lose the belly fat. I'll put a picture right here. But we're gonna go back and give you my top 5, the ones personally I use that you can lose that belly fat. So these exercises, I'm gonna go through 5 of them, all 5, right? And then try them at the gym, see what they can do. But these personally help me, they help my clients, and they're really simple to do. So let's go through them. So just a disclaimer, I've been training for about 10 years and I help hundreds of people get in ideal shape. So this video is about the exercises, but in a lot of my videos, I've read a lot of comments. So if you're one of those people who wrote a comment and you said, I want to lose 30 pounds, I want to lose 50 pounds, I want to lose 60 pounds. If you have excess body fat, what I mean by that is just you have, a fat stomach, you have a lot of fat that you need to lose. These exercises that I'm about to recommend, they will help strengthen your core. They will help, make everything tighter and stronger. But if you actually want to lose it, of course, the best way to do it is actually your nutrition. So we're not even going to go into the nutrition like that because this video is about the exercises. So I am going to explain that. But I do want to say that because a lot of people think that they can just do a bunch of core exercises, a bunch of sit-ups, a bunch of, crunches, all that stuff, and expect to get a six-pack. But of course, you got to shed the fat first before you can see it. So let's get into it. All right, number 1 is a plank. So I actually use this in my fitness assessments too, and I think it's probably the fastest way to see how strong your core is doing a plank. So of course a plank is just when you're laying on your forearms and you're trying to just hold yourself up. So keep your body straight and hold yourself up. The plank is really effective because it's using your whole core. So your core is not just your front side, it's also your posterior too. So your back and all that stuff is going to be engaged. So it's going to be using multiple muscle groups. A plank is a really good one if you want to shed body fat, you want to strengthen your core. This is probably one of my top ones. This is why I listed it number 1. If you cannot do a regular plank, you could do a full plank, and that's basically when you have your hands out like a push-up position and you're just holding yourself up. So 2 different options. The good thing about a plank is even if you can't hold it for 1 minute, even if you start with 10 seconds, just slowly build yourself up, and it's going to be really effective for burning it. So start off wherever you start off, whether it's 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, wherever you're at, and then slowly build up from there. So that's number 1. So number 2 is a flutter kick. So I've been training for a while now myself, working out a lot, and this is probably one of the toughest exercises even for me, is a flutter kick. And flutter kick is just mostly working your lower abs, is when you're laying down and you're just kicking your legs up, back and forth, alternating back and forth. So typically you'll do this for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of reps. I suggest you do it for about at least 30 seconds or a minute. Go for time on this one because it's just a little bit easier. Really helps shed your lower body. So if you have a fupa or your lower body, if your lower abs, you have a hard time toning that, this is a really good one. Do it for 30 seconds, 1 minute, probably about 3 or 4 sets, and just consistently do this. The good thing about this, it doesn't take a lot of time. You can knock it out 4 or 5 minutes and be done with it. So flutter kicks is number 2. All right, so for the third one, it's not really a core exercise, but I think it's one of the fastest ways that you can help shed that belly fat is doing sprints. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. Of course, if you're running outside, you can just, do sprints outside or on the track. So sprints is not just running for a long period of time. It's a short burst and then taking a break and going again. So if you're going for 30 meters, sprint hard, take a break and do it again. But if you're going to the gym, like most of the people are watching this video, you probably work out at a gym. This is how you can do it. So what you can do is you can hop on a treadmill. There's a couple ways that you can do this. You can put it on the incline. So if you want to do something that's low impact, it's not going to hurt your knees. You really don't have to run, but 1 minute, try to go as fast as you can. So you're walking as fast as you can, like 4.0 speed, and then bring it down for 30 seconds and walk, catch your breath for about 30 seconds, 2.0 speed. So bring the speed up, bring it down. That's how you're gonna elevate your heart rate. It's gonna feel like a sprint, so you're simulating a sprint. Another way to do this is, of course, on the treadmill, you can keep it flat, right? Sprint as fast as you can for about 1 minute or 30 seconds. Probably 30 seconds is a good time to start off. So 30 seconds sprint as fast as you can, 10.0, 8.0, whatever you can get. What I typically do, if you're athletic enough, you can hold on to the sides, jump off to the sides for 15 seconds or 30 seconds again, and then hop back on. So I typically do this for at least 10 times. So 10 different sprint intervals. So this is a really good way to burn that fat. So number 3 is probably one of the toughest ways, but it's probably one of the fastest ways you can get that belly fat off by doing sprints. So you can do it outside, you can do it on the treadmill, you can do it on the incline, a lot of different ways. All right, so number 4 is a weighted Russian twist. So a weighted Russian twist is just you're gonna have resistance while you're doing a Russian twist. So of course, a Russian twist is just an exercise when you're leaning back and you're twisting back and forth. So you can have a dumbbell, you can have a plate. The most important thing about this is you definitely want to be leaning back enough that your core is holding you up. So a lot of times I see people doing a Russian twist, but they're not leaning back enough, so they're leaning forward and their core is not contracted. So you'll know if you're leaning back enough, because your core is going to try to prevent you from falling. So everything is going to tighten up and you want to stay in that isometric position, right? So just lean back enough where you feel like your core tightens up and then twist. So I suggest you do this with time too. Do 30 seconds or a minute. Do about 3 or 4 sets, and this will be really good, especially for your obliques. So try these out too. This is number 4. All right, so for the last one, it's probably one of the toughest one, is an ab dolly. So ab dolly is a machine. I'll put a picture on the screen of how it looks. If your gym doesn't have this, you can use an ab roller. But this is kind of advanced, so if you can't do it, just skip this one. But an ab roller and an ab dolly is really good. It actually stretches the muscles and pulls them back in, so it really helps the contraction. Somewhat advanced, but I feel like everyone can do it. The reason I said an ab dolly is because the ab dolly has a flatter platform, so no matter what beginners, advanced, whatever stage you're in, you should be able to use an ab dolly. Cars driving by what I'm trying to explain. So an ab dolly and an ab roller. So try these out. Go for about 10 reps and then 15 reps and then slowly build yourself up. So each exercise that I explained in the video, do at least 3 to 4 sets and do them consistently. If they work, comment below even if you're going to try them out, what your goal is. If I can help you out, I'll make more videos specifically to you. I appreciate y'all watching this video. I'll post a link below if you want to get a hold of me. What I do is I work with one-on-one busy professionals who are trying to get in ideal shape, but they don't want to have food restrictions and they want to do it with minimum time. So I have a really good program. My website is called BeFit Executive Coaching. So if you want to go to it, I'll post everything below. Good luck on your program. Let's get it. Peace.